Hey everybody, how are you? Glad you're here with me today. I wanted to talk about fresh start. What the heck does this mean? Well, you know, most of you who are watching this video will be looking for a brand new career. And that's who I talk to in most of these videos. That's why all of the videos here were created pretty for people who are wanting to break in. That's why my book is named Legal Break-In. That's why the group I have for non-paralegals on Facebook is called Paralegal Break-In. Come and join us. Just go find that group on Facebook and then ask to join, and I'll let you in. Answer the question, though, that I ask you there, okay? Don't skip over that. Um, so this pertains to you all who are looking for that fresh start into this career. And let's talk about what is needed and what's not needed. The assumption by a lot of people is that you have to go get many, many degrees in order to up your value. That's not true. What you need to increase your value is that the day you start working for the attorney is that you understand how to do some things, because there's not a group of people that welcome you in and go, well, let's put you under our wing and we will show you everything. That's not how it exists. How it happens. I had more training when I worked in retail, when I worked as a cashier at a supermarket, when I worked in fast food, and where else did I work? Any other retail environment. And when I worked in the marketing department of a corporation, I had more training in those jobs than I ever did by walking in the first time in a legal job or my second job. I had to scramble to learn on my own and get some books, and I didn't know how everything fit together, to be honest. And so there's no Facebook, there was no internet way back then. It was just coming into being. So what do? Well, one of the things that you can do to understand, is this career for you or not, and maybe you already have some of the skills, is to get my book Legal Break-In on Amazon. Get the Kindle version so you can read it right now. And then join us as we launch the class, Paralegal Inner Circle class. And I will post the link below as soon as the video is over. But you can go to my website, paralegalcoffeetalk.com, and look for the Paralegal Inner Circle class. And you'll see it up at the top and on the menu bar, and just click on that and get on the wait list. But we are launching on the 8th at 12:01 midnight, and we will have registration open for 7 days, and then I shut down the registration until for a few months at least. So I never have a definite date when that's open, but at least 3 to 4 months, before it's offered again. And it might be several months. So get in on it, because the springtime, we look at, especially now, May, the weather's changing all over the country, in most parts, that it's time to start something new for you, where it gives you the option of increasing your salary and not being, not necessarily waiting till an employer gives you a bump up in your salary, but you can literally give yourself a bump up. And I go into more of that, okay? And in fact, there's a video right here as to how I increased my salary. Someone said to me once that, well, I only got $1 an hour raise. That's not something you have to put up with. If you have skills that you've developed once you become a paralegal, then you are very valuable. And you're valuable now if you already have those base skills. Now you have to add some more. And how do you do that? Well, take the course, Paralegal Inner Circle class, so that you will know how to do that. And again, I'll post the link later on. Oh boy, the launch is coming, and I hope you'll be part of it with us, that you will watch videos that are there waiting for you right now. But it's not opening up until the 8th. The videos are made, they're waiting for you, the PDFs are waiting for you. You cannot download the videos, you can download the PDFs. And you have a private Facebook group just for the people that sign up for this course so that we can get together and you can ask questions if you'd like, and then I come in and answer those. And sometimes I do additional training, but for the most part, that group is for you to ask questions, okay? So what are some ways to get that fresh start and to get some things ready for this jump you're going to make into this career? Right now, I'm sure you have a project list, an issue list, a to-do list. Maybe it's all combined into one. But there are things that bother you, things that need to get done, issues with other people that need to be resolved. And that's a list that can be pretty comprehensive. You need to start working on that to free up the headspace, because too much going on like that can bog you down, can put you in a depression, can bog you completely down. You're not achieving what you thought you'd achieve. You'll never be a paralegal. I'll never get there. I don't have money for school. You don't need money for school. Okay, so let's take that off the table. That's not on the to-do list anymore. Throw it out. Okay, so that's number one. Write that down. What's on your project, your issue, and your to-do list? What are those things going on that you need to start to resolve and finish? Number two, what could you declutter in the next 15 minutes, whether on your desk space in your office, where you work, or at your home? In 15 minutes, what could you declutter? And that will give you a sense of accomplishment. I can be the clutter queen. And I don't mean in a hoarding sense, but I've got stuff in my bedroom right now in bins, and it's like stuff from my parents and in a garage too. I'm not worried about that right now, but in my living space, I'm working always on reducing clutter and making it look more clean. I'm not that A personality, cleaner, but I like it to be decluttered because it stops me from being creative. It does. And all right, so that's question number two. What can you declutter in 15 minutes? What bonds or ties need to be either cut or adjusted with people? Do you have somebody or people in your life that are controlling you, controlling your every move? And in your head, they're controllers. You need to start to break out on your own and do things on your own and not listen to the naysayers and the dream killers and the putter downers and all of this and the negative speak that spews out of their mouth. And the last thing you need to do, what you need to break the tie on, break that bond with, is the negative speak coming out of your own head. That's number three. But who do you need to control better so that they're not in your headspace all the time and they're not thwarting your efforts to do something better for yourself? Okay. Number four, what apology is due you or do you need to make? But especially from you to somebody else, what is that apology that needs to be made? Who do you need to call to apologize? Get it done, get it behind you, and breathe. Okay, it takes up too much space here. And number five, how do you want to use this time frame right now to prepare yourself for something better? What do you want to do? What is that thing that needs to get done, and how will you get there? And don't do the merry-go-round in your head where it's like, I'll do this and I'll do that. No, I'm afraid I won't get this done. I'll never get there. It's too overwhelming. Been there. What I did when I joined the legal field is there wasn't all this information out there. There was no class for me to take. There wasn't even a book. It was like the legal secretary's book. But while that had good information in it, it wasn't preparing me for my everyday work. It really was not. And I needed something more, that was practical. And so it wasn't there. So I developed it. That's why I put the book Legal Break-In out for you to give you an insider's view, but then the Paralegal Inner Circle course to give you that, here's what you have to do to get more legal knowledge, impress the attorney enough to hire you, and then you're off running. Yeah. And you're off running on your terms. Because in the interview module, just alone with several videos in there, you will learn so much in how to handle the interview properly, which I will assure you a lot of you didn't know before. So come join us, have a fresh start to a new career, and let's get going on this instead of procrastinating, instead of negative self-talk that you'll never do it. Who do I think I am? You know, that, please. I had people like, unbelievable. It was unbelievable to them that I went into the legal field, but I didn't listen to any of that. I just succeeded. So I want you to do the same. All right, that's what I want for you. When I hear that, when you land that legal job, I want you to share it with me right here in a comment, because there's nothing better that I like to hear. But if you have any questions or comments, ask them below. I would love to hear from you. And I will put the link in this description box for the class as soon as the video's over, and then you can click on it and go right to that page and check it out. There's info there, and then you can get on the wait list. No obligation. And then when you'll get an email then that the class has launched. But be sure to check your spam folders always. Go look at your spam folder today and clean it out, because it's not just spam in there, it's some good stuff. And so it'll either be in your regular email or spam folder. Come join us in the Facebook Paralegal Break-In group. And when you join this particular class of mine, you will have a special private group that will be associated with this class, okay? That only people who buy the class are able to come in, all right? It keeps it nice and private. All right, so have a great day. And remember, it's fresh start time. It's spring, and it's time for you to make the move. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.